Welcome everyone. All them sheep in the background have to move today. Spring has been hectic. You guys saw that I went to the U.S. Army Small Arms Championship. That took up a couple weeks of my time. So we're a little bit behind on farm chores, but we're gonna get caught up this week. Stick around. Rotational grazing really helps our farm out, and it actually frees up a lot of time for us. The only time it becomes inconvenient is when we first get it going in the springtime, because there's a lot of things that we bring back inside. That way they're not sitting through the weather all winter. And it's as simple as just, making sure our gates are still good, and the water troughs, the water lines, which we've already done that. The sheep have been out here actually now for 2 weeks, and Christy was just kind of overwhelmed with everything going on and didn't really record anything whenever she had rotated them, which that's fine. I'm sure you guys can tell these animals are excited to move. They've only been there a couple of days now. They've only been here a couple of days because in the spring when we first start out, they generally only go to a pasture for, say, probably 2, maybe 3 days, just depending on how good the grass growth has been. And this year it's kind of been, it was off to a really good start, and then it got stunted by some cold weather. Like we got down into the upper teens 2 nights in a row, about 3 weeks ago. And the grass had already started going, so it really hurt it, but it's coming back now. Probably should unhook this before I put this trough in here. This trough isn't gonna stay here because the horses actually are gonna have, just like these guys in this pasture already have, there's a pond back there, and since we've had so much rain, it's very full. Plenty of water for them, plenty of water for the horses, so we're not gonna put a trough in here to give them water. We're gonna put theirs in the next one, that way it's just one step ahead. Their water hooked up. You're also gonna notice that Spirit has been limping. She got hit by a car about a month and a half ago now. And unfortunately, she's not healed, but the process takes about 2 to 6 months. So she's out here wandering with us, but she's not gonna get to do anything. We don't need her anyways, because as you can see, they're all at the gate. Spirit, come. Good girl. Come on. Out. No, out. Good girl. We haven't finished our gates yet. We are making some, that way we can just swing gates open and make life quite a bit easier. These have been very functional, but just time to upgrade. Back up, girls. Looks like we got everybody. Oh, always one. Go on, Red. Go on, buddy. There, yeah. Go on, honey. Good girl. Yes, for making the crippled dog run. The doctor told us, oh, bring her here. Come on. The doctor told us it'd be good for her to run and do normal activities. Don't let her just sit around, or the muscles will deteriorate there and the joint will get stiff. It's best for her to move around. So we still play fetch with her. We still do most things. We just don't let her work sheep yet because she can't move in the manner she needs to. And that's going to hinder her training quite a bit, because by the time she's able to, she's going to be 4 or 5 months without working them. So it's unfortunate, but it's a setback we'll overcome. That's not what you're here for today, though, so let's go get the tractor out and see if we can spread some of these political promises. Chrissy's checking out Facebook Marketplace, but we've been spreading most of the afternoon. Got back from church, changed clothes, and basically got right back on it. The addition we made for our manure spreader, it works, but it doesn't work. The back one needs to be reinforced, probably with metal. The wood, it just keeps ripping the screws out of the wood, so we'll have to come back to that at a later date. Got the manure spreading. Like I said, that board broke off. We'll have to figure out something. I don't know, like I said, it's probably gonna be a metal piece that gets welded in. Essentially gonna act like a hydraulic gate so we can stack that up like we talked about in the video when we did all that. But either way, at least having the sides on there, we're not spilling it everywhere, because not on purpose, but sometimes some of it would fall off on the road, and I mean, I'm sure not everybody appreciates that. I don't like it either myself, so. But auto steer's working like it should, keeping us online. Chrissy's just here supervising me, making sure I push the button and turn it off.
Spending time with you.
So, it's a nice Sunday afternoon. We're gonna get this done. It seems like the weather's never gonna cooperate with us as far as being dry, so we're just gonna do it now. It's dry, but it needs to be drier, because when we cross that low, where that stream comes through, it makes some ruts. So we got it all spread, and since we talked about how that back part isn't working like we want, it's kind of still giving us the same problems we had before, and this is that problem. It'll put out too much manure, and unfortunately the beaters on that, or the beater on this manure spreader that we have, it's so old it actually doesn't spin as fast, and when it doesn't spin as fast, it lets clumps like that come out rather than bringing out a bunch of smaller particles. So next video we have something that'll solve that, and it's actually going to also help with compaction. So stick around, you'll see what it is. Hope you have a blessed week, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.